we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Cowboys will kick it away first. And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Blue Hens offense takes the field for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
He'll keep it himself. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Holds and fires complete to the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And the Blue Hens moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Finds a tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the...
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Blue Hens kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw. It's Daniels. Takes the easy one to the back. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Third down, red zone play. Crowd alive. Unloads quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a heat. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down in the 14-yard line.
This offense came out of the tunnel red hot. The opening drive of the game, they get it all the way down close inside the opponent's goal line. And on 2nd down now, you're going the wrong way. Not good enough up front protecting the quarterback. It's a huge loss. Now setting up 3rd and long, and that's a play the defense just had to have.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
And how about the job by this offense. This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can go catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Reinbold. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Spins away from the defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Blue Hens racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He breaks a tackle. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And I tell you what, man, you got to do a better job of taking care of the football. I got to know, I got the first down. Running backs, this is job security. You better handle that thing well, Paul.
And because of that, David, you might see another running back jog out in the field the next time this offense takes it. We're seeing a lot more of that around college football now. There's a lot of committees out there, committee approach. One way to get yourself on the bench very quickly, put the rock on the ground. That's a coachable lesson for that young man.
Now they'll run the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he crushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
To the ground. He's got it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Off-play action. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Delaware. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Wisconsin is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. Not Bucky's finest day at the office. They're trailing by 14 to Washington. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The play action fake. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Blue Hens headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught over the middle. It's Tatum. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10, and hoping to put the... There he goes! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Hens is tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's second and long. Off the RPO, complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Reinbold. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Off off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Just keep slinging it. Got the back over the middle. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He's got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield, it's Bettis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Get it out on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Blue Hens in the hurry-up.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Looking downfield on first down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. This one's complete. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
The give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowboy faithful bringing it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Fires to the right. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll run play action. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. And it's incomplete on third down. The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Going to swing it on second down. He's got the back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got him downfield. Turning it on. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Reinbold.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It is good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Dropping back, it's Daniels. That's caught. It's Tatum.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowboys. Fires to the tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's head back to the home of the Pokes and Boone Pickens Stadium.
The Blue Hens will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Running into the open space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and this you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He'll pull it on the read. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Blue Hens are in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Daniels. There's the pressure. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs.
And, man, you knew he could do it, right? That's why you want to be in 3rd and short. This offense, he drops back to pass. Everybody thinking pass, but he knew exactly where he needed to get. Lowered the shoulder, got there, got a little extra, but that's why this offense is so hard to defend.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowboys faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
He wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin has just had no answers today, and I'm not sure you could put J.J. Watt back out there inside Camp Randall and expect a different outcome. They're trailing by 14 to Washington.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick release on the RPO. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, he'll throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Rams him with the stiff arm.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win 1st and 2nd down, bring their dime personnel on the field 3rd and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They'll go with a direct snap. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowboys. A strike downfield. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. The Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Daniels. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Soft spot in the middle. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Blue Hens! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Bettis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bettis. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bettis. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reinbold. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Bettis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. It's complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Cowboys have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On fourth down, going to the air. This time he's got his man. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bettis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't work the ball in. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Washington. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give as they work on that clock. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You know, as an offense, that's why you just run the ball on 3rd and inches like that. Because even if you don't get it, you now set yourself up in 4th and inches and give another shot. But you try to get cute, you try to get fancy, you want to throw the ball on 3rd and inches, now you take a sack, and now you have to punt.
And the Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Reinbold. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And the Cowboys want to move quickly. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Complete. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. The offense in hurry-up mode. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. He's got it on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The kick is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of...
There he goes! And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Got it, looking for the first down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.